Well, in 2023, India managed to grow and defeat all other major economies. The country's growth rate also exceeded expectations. Even as the rest of the world slowed, there's a good chance that India will see a similar impressive performance in 2024. Our next report tells you more.
What is driving India's growth story? The playbook for strong growth in India is a supportive union budget. Ambitious capital investment and infrastructure plans have created the conditions for private investments to thrive. The December quarter of 2023 showed the economy growing at an astounding 8.4% year-on-year. The full-year growth is pegged at 7.7%, smashing the most optimistic consensus forecast for a 7.2% outcome. Looking at what drove growth in 2023, the most consistent contributor was capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is adding to the economy's productive capacity. This trend is not likely to reverse in the coming quarters. The government's funneling of resources towards infrastructure in the past few budgets has helped. Better transport and logistics are making a big difference to India's growth potential. And that in turn is having a positive spillover into private investments. That infrastructure push continued in 2024-25 budget passed in February with another double-digit increase in government's capex. So it looks like a decent bet that this virtuous cycle keeps rolling in 2024-25. The latest budget also continued the process of bringing the fiscal deficit lower. So government finances are also on an improving path. The other big story for the year ahead will be the inclusion of Indian government debt into the JP Morgan Global Bond Index in June. Estimates of what this would mean in terms of capital inflows to India average around $25 billion. This should help India's growth narrative further. This is an election year and therefore subject to more potential distortion than normal year. While that could result in a greater than usual prospect for forecasting error, most political pundits suggest a continuation of the BJP government. As a result, forecasts for growth remain very positive. Markets are not particularly worried about the inflation backdrop and are still constructive on financial markets and the currency. While the global backdrop is rather lackstruck right now, India is likely to remain one of the few bright spots. Bureau Report WION World is One.